So, like, essentially, your first spontaneous date with this guy, he takes you to meet his family. Then what?
Well, I was pretty.
You still are, Mom.
I lied to him. Do I have to tell him that?
Lied to whom?
I lied to Bob.
About what?
How I told him I was a junior. And he assumed I was a junior in college. I mean, in high school.
Oh, you wanted him to think you were in high school, not college?
Well, I wasn't planning on a life with this dude.
Okay.
So,
How old was he?
He was 18.
Oh, so you're robbing the cradle.
I'm robbing the cradle.
You're what, 20, 21?
Well, I was 20.
Okay.
Or 19? 20. I must have been 20.
Okay.
Because I turned 21 shortly after I got married.
I see. Well, you guys got married fast.
Yeah, I met him in August and we got married the following March.
Okay, that's not that fast. So you guys, so like his family approved or something, and then.
Oh, I don't think Bob cared whether
item?
they did or not, but I'm sure my mom and dad were not thrilled. But one thing I can say about that is they didn't ever say anything really negative. I'm sure they said, well, you and he don't have anything in common, really. I mean, but they didn't say, well, we forbid you
Right.
from marrying that guy.
Did his family seem pleased?
Yeah. He was stepping up to, well, to somebody who's got plans for a future and college and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So they thought that.
High school dropout meets college girl. Ultimately, obviously, you disclosed that you were in college.
Yes.
And that was okay.
I don't know. I would have had a very dim view of somebody that did that. Myself.
What were you thinking when you let him assume that you were a high school student?
That I would never see him again. That this was just flirting. And
okay. But did it? Okay, so you're dating, and then you get married.
Yeah, because that's what all of us women were supposed to do in those days. So many of the girls that I knew and was friends with were already married.
Yeah.
I mean, they got married, boom, graduated, a couple months later, married.
Right out of high school.
Yeah, women were not really encouraged to have a career.
Yeah.
Or you were going to be a mom and you were going to have children.
Now, did you quit college right away, or did you stay in college for a little while?
I started winter quarter, and halfway through winter quarter, Bob's brother, my husband, Bob's brother, told him there was Doug.
Yeah.
Told him there were great opportunities up in Alaska where he was working.
Yeah.
Well, for whatever reason, I said, I'll go with you. And so I dropped out of college without telling my parents.
Oof.
And
they were paying your tuition?
Yes, yeah. But I managed to get the money back from that quarter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't give it back to them, but yeah, I was not thinking as an adult. I was being very childish, I thought, about when I look back on it, about my decisions. So tell me about
your Alaska adventure. Where'd you go?
Juneau. Good choice, because, Juneau's socked in from the rest of the world in the winter, and you could only get in. You can't fly in.
How long were you there?
We were there about a month. We packed up all of our stuff and shipped it up there. And there was no work. I applied for work at the because it was the capital of the state, there were government jobs, but I never got beyond writing up an application because when Bob found out there wasn't any work, he said, "Well, we're not staying." So we sent all of our stuff back down to here and came back. We were only there for like a year, long enough for me to go see the Mendenhall Glacier, and the Alaska Museum was very interesting. That was about it.
Yeah. So Bob had several siblings. Where was he in the order?
He is the middle child.
I see. And,
He has an older brother and sister and 2 younger brothers.
oh, Doug was younger.
Yes.
Okie doke. So you guys come back from Alaska, then what?
He got a job right away
He's not working for his dad anymore.
at a gas station. No. So he's working at a gas station.
He's like pumping gas, full service gas station. running
It's a full
cash
service gas
register,
station. Yeah, he's
Fixing cars. What's he doing?
he's
All
doing
that
that
stuff.
kind of mechanical work. Yes.
Okay.
And
He could fix cars. He was like good at that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Tim comes by it honestly.
Reference to my older brother Tim, who is an accomplished auto mechanic. So he's working at a gas station. What are you doing?
I am
Hey, wait,
having
you're
a
pregnant.
baby.
Yeah, you're pregnant.
I'm having Margie,
Yeah.
your older sister,
Yeah.
your only sister,
Yeah.
and so I'm
Being pregnant, total blast.
I'm being
Lots of fun.
well. Actually, I come of peasant stock. Being pregnant is no problem for me. Nothing, which is good since I was pregnant so many times.
All right, so you're just hanging out, being pregnant.
I am. I'm doing the housewife thing.
All right. You having a good time?
For the most part, yeah. He went to work every day, and I was home in a little house. We had rented a little house.
Where's the house?
It is over by the Rainier Golf Course, which is on Marine View Drive. There's a way to go down Marine View Drive and end up in Seattle. And
So you guys in Burien?
yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay. And then Margie's born?
yes. And we're still living in that little house. But no, we're not. We've moved to a house off of 200th, which is up the hill from where my parents lived.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember at all being on the property down at
Do not. Earliest memories are Trailer Park, Camelot Square.
okay. Well, and
So you guys are in that house for a while.
what house, Mo? What?
Well, you
Oh, the little house-
one on 200th, you said.
Yes, we were there until something happened in that house. A pipe burst somewhere in the house. We weren't home when it happened. And everything got wet, and we had to move. So we temporarily lived in just a little camping trailer on my parents' property. They're going to be a nice view of my nose there.
It's okay. Most of them probably aren't going to watch this longer.
Okay.
But
So we were there for just a little while, and where did we go? Oh, the Mortensons had a house not too far away from the house on 200th. It's on 9th Avenue, parallel to 200th.
yeah, the Mortensons, your husband's people.
Yes. And I loved that house. And I was now pregnant with Chris.
wasting no time. Just boom, next. Because Margie's born in December of 60.
March was not a good year for me to have a husband.
Right. Yeah. You had 5 children, and 3 of them were born in December.
Yes. Yes.
Margie and Chris in consecutive years, and then you took a break.
I did. I took a break and I went to work for Boeing. By this time, Bob was learning carpet laying. He was learning carpet laying at Sears. My dad got him into their apprenticeship program.
Was that a paid apprenticeship?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. And he was doing really well. And of course, like all the Mortensons, he doesn't think that you really need to take the whole course of anything, because they're really smart and they learn stuff really fast, and then they're ready to do it on their own.
Wait, my dad drops out of high school, and then he drops out of carpet laying apprenticeship.
Yeah.
It's a paid apprenticeship.
Yeah, but
And
he
he
didn't
drops
need
out.
it. He knew how to do everything already.
Oy.
And he didn't want to go through those years of being not a journeyman. So
So does he then get a job?
that's a good question. What was he doing then?
Didn't you say that that like he was working days and you were working nights?
Yes, I thought that was an ideal situation.
So he's working days where?
I think he was still involved with the apprenticeship program at Sears.
And you're working nights at Boeing, did you say?
The Renton plant.
What are you doing?
I was working in the part cards department.
The what?
Part cards. Every single nut and bolt on a plane has a card with all of its specifications for size, material, whatever.
Okay.
So I started out filing part cards. And if there's one thing I'm good at, it's straightening up shelves of cards and, you know, making sure everything's in the right place. I'm really good at that. But I didn't do that for too long. I started to copy part cards, and you would take an engineer would call and say, I need such and such a part. Can you send me a copy of the part card? And so there was a machine that I learned to use, but I didn't learn that very long. Pretty soon I got bumped up to the sit-down ladies.
Okay, so slow down. There's a machine that does copying. Is
Yeah, it's kind of on cellophane kind of fabric. It's like,
So this is pre-photocopier technology.
Yeah.
It's not even. It's
No.
pre-ditto technology.
yeah, yes.
It's huh.
I don't know. I didn't like doing it.
Yeah. So then you did something else. What were you doing then?
Then I was in the releasing part cards. We were verifying that everything they put on the part card was right. I don't know how we did it. I don't remember now. But that was our job, was to check the part card, make sure everything was right, and they told me that I had to stop writing a triangle 4. I could only write a square 4
Yeah.
because they would mix up my 4 triangle and my 9.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was good enough that the boss wanted me to come on days. So that was, so I'm climbing.
Yeah.
Climbing the Boeing ladder of success.
Yeah. They figured out that you're smart and they're giving you increased responsibility.
Yes.